Hello and welcome to Mouse in the Mitten Trivia Pod, a podcast where you can test your Disney trivia knowledge over a variety of topics. My name's Court and I will be your host. Our game will consist of 5 rounds of 6 questions, covering everything from your basic Disney knowledge to some unknown facts. Each question is worth 1 point unless otherwise noted. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Let us know what your score is. And hey, if you are thinking about planning a Disney vacation sometime in the next year, I would love to help you plan it and make it go from absolutely amazing to even more spectacular. You can email me at mouseinthemitten@gmail.com, and I would love to be able to get you all squared away and taken care of. Well, one of the aspects of the Disney vacation is the possibility of going on a Disney cruise. So that's what our first category is going to go over, is Disney cruise lines. All these questions have to do with the boats, they have to do with the destinations, they have to do with all the fun that you could potentially have on a Disney cruise. So let's get started with question number 1. Under what CEO did Disney start its cruise line? Question number 2. What is the name of the private island that any cruise in the Caribbean goes to at least once during its voyage? Question number 3. Within 2, what year was the Disney Cruise Line founded? Question number 4. How many ships are currently traveling the seas? Question number 5. Name either of the 2 ships entering the fleet in the coming years. And question number 6. What is the name of the new key that was purchased by Disney in 2019 and is expected to open in June of this year? All right, I'm going to give you a few seconds worth of music, try to come up with those answers, and then I will return. All right, let's get you some answers here on the Disney Cruise Line. So question number 1. Under what CEO did Disney start its cruise line? Well, that would be Michael Eisner. Now, in 2023, they did celebrate the 25th anniversary of the maiden voyage of the Disney Cruise Line. So if you knew that, you can kind of do some math there. Michael Eisner was the one behind the Disney Cruise Line. So a lot of the other things that he did to expand the Disney name at that point, but definitely getting into the cruise game was a smart one. Question number 2. What is the name of the private island that any cruise in the Caribbean goes to at least once during its voyage? Well, that would be Castaway Cay. Now, I know it's spelled C-A-Y, but it is pronounced Key. It's a cool island. They have a lot of things that you can do, and it's just a lot of fun. Question number 3. Within 2, what year was the Disney Cruise Line founded? Well, it was officially founded on May 3, 1995. So in order to get the point there, you would have to say between 1993 and 1997. Well, yes, it was the 25th anniversary of the maiden voyage. Cruises, well, they take a long time to build those boats. So they officially became an entity in 1995. Took a few years until 1998 when they had their first boat go. And ever since then, it's been rolling and they've continued to grow their fleet. Question number 4. How many ships are currently traveling the seas? Well, there are currently 5 ships that are traveling the seas. The Magic, the Wonder, the Dream, Fantasy, and the Wish. So all the boats are fantastic. They all have their little nuances, like Wish has some Marvel on it. They all have different restaurants, that sort of stuff. So even if you have been on one, you want to try another one because of the different experiences that are there. Question number 5. Name either of the 2 ships entering the fleet in the coming years. Well, to be able to get the point there, you would have had to say either the Treasure or the Adventure. Now, What's really cool about each of the boats is they do have a different character on the back of the boat. So I'm going to be interested to see what they do with the treasure or the adventure to kind of set themselves apart and to continue that tradition of a different character on the back of the boat there to kind of set it apart as well. Last but not least, question number 6. What is the name of the new key that was purchased by Disney in 2019 and is expected to open in June of this year? Well, that would be Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point. Now, this is a small little peninsula that is on an island in the Bahamas. It's going to be a cool thing. It's going to be the first time that they've opened a new location as part of the Disney Cruise Line since they opened up Castaway Key. So it's going to be a lot of fun to see the sites, see what they add to it, and some of the new interactions with it as well. But hey, if you are thinking about a Disney cruise, it is a fantastic option. If you want more information or you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Would love to be able to get you all squared away. Continuing on now into round number 2. Round number 2 is our Fast Facts round. This round is filled with simple questions that have simple answers. Today's category is Disney animals. For this round, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the name of a Disney animal, the film that they came from. You just have to tell me what kind of animal are they. So if I were to say Pluto, you would simply say, well, that's a dog. So let's get started with question number 1. Sebastian from The Little Mermaid. Question number 2. Maximus from Tangled. Question number 3. Pumbaa from The Lion King. Question number 4. Sven from Frozen. Question number 5. Pua from Moana. And question number 6. Flint from Pocahontas. All right, let's see if we can get some answers here and have a little bit of fun with some of our favorite animals. So question number 1. Sebastian from The Little Mermaid. Well, Sebastian is a crab. Obviously, you got the 2 claws, the legs off to the side, short body. That would be a crab. And I think I would agree, everyone's favorite crab, though, the one from Moana is a close second, but this one is definitely my favorite crab. Question number 2. Maximus from Tangled. Well, Maximus is the horse. He is the horse from the castle and everything else like that, and he's the one that, you know, saves Flynn, all that sort of stuff. So that is Maximus from Tangled. He's a horse. Question number 3. Pumbaa from The Lion King. Well, he is a warthog. I'm sorry, my voice is a little bit out right now, but yeah, he is a warthog. Question number 4. Sven from Frozen. He is a reindeer. Now, you might have said elk, you might have said caribou, something like that. Technically, Sven is a reindeer. Question number 5. Pua from Moana. Well, that is a pig. Pua the pig, he's the cute little pig that runs around. Initially goes with Moana when she tries to, go past the reef, but Pua ended up staying back on the island, which is sad, but hey, made for more comedy, so I guess that makes sense. Last but not least, question number 6. Flint from Pocahontas. Flint was the name of the hummingbird. So throughout the time that we see Pocahontas, you see Miko, who is the raccoon, but you also see Flint, which is the hummingbird, makes an appearance as well. Just another cute little character, but again, so many animals. This one might be one that we revisit again in the future. Continuing on now into round number 3. Round number 3 is our Connecting the Circles. For this round, I will be asking you 5 questions, and those questions may or may not be Disney related, but the answers do relate somehow through Disney, and that's going to be the 6th question of this round, is what is the connection? So let's get started with question number 1. When you mend a piece of clothing, you can sometimes use this 5-letter word to fill the holes. You can sometimes see them on the elbows of coats and knees of pants. Question number 2. First name of an early Disney Imagineer who contributed to a lot of the animated movies in the 1950s, the creation of the Haunted Mansion, the Enchanted Tiki Room, and Small World. Question number 3. Abraham Lincoln's face can be seen on what U.S. coin? Question number 4. One-word title for Britney Spears' second song from her second album, Oops, I Did It Again. Question number 5. What food comes in varieties including Anaheim, Serrano, and Scotch bonnet? And question number 6 is, what is the connection between those answers? I'm going to give you a few seconds worth of music, try to come up with those answers, and then I will return. All right, let's see if we can connect those circles. So question number 1. When you mend a piece of clothing, you can sometimes use this 5-letter word to fill the holes. You can sometimes see them on the elbows of coats and knees of pants. Well, that would be a patch. You see them a lot on like professors whenever they wear like tweed jackets. On the elbows, there are some patches there. Sometimes they're used on the knees. I guess you would say a lot of clowns use them to patch their pants as well and get a lot of different sort of patterns to it as well. But then, yep, the word we're looking there is patch. Question number 2. First name of an early Disney Imagineer who contributed to a lot of the animated movies in the 1950s, the creation of the Haunted Mansion, the Enchanted Tiki Room, and Small World. Well, that would be Raleigh or Rolly, depending on who you talk to. I think he prefers Raleigh, but you know, we'd also accept Rolly here in this case as well. But definitely a early contributor to a lot of different parts of a lot of our favorite parts of the Disney parks. Question number 3. Abraham Lincoln's face can be seen on what U.S. coin? Well, that would be a penny. Yes, he is also on the $5 bill, but he is also on a U.S. penny as well. Question number 4. One-word title for Britney Spears' second song from her second album, Oops, I Did It Again. Well, that would be Lucky. Now, yes, if you had said Stronger, you were correct. That also came from this same album, but the second song that she released from Oops, I Did It Again was Lucky. And of course, an iconic video that went with it as well. Question number 5. What food comes in varieties including Anaheim, Serrano, and Scotch bonnet? If I had said jalapeno and bell, you might have helped that one as well. But the correct answer there is pepper. Obviously, a lot of varieties there of peppers. It could have gone ghost, could have gone X, all these other sort of things. So quite a variety there. So question 6 is, what is the connection? Well, we had answers such as patch, Rolly, penny, Lucky, and pepper. Well, the connection there, those are all at least the names that we know of the dogs of 101 Dalmatians. Now, I would assume that all 101 Dalmatians have a name, but these are the ones that we know of. Some of them. There are a couple more to this list, but if you remember at the beginning, they have 15 puppies. And these are just some of the names that we know of some of these puppies that were initially given, that they initially had. Now, to answer your question, yes, Pongo is on my Disney Dad sweatshirt. He's a little bit lower there. We're not going to find him, but my daughter lets me know every time she finds it because she just goes, ha, ha, ha. That's her way of saying doggy right now. But definitely a good movie and definitely some cute names as well. Continuing on now into round number 4. Round number 4 is traditionally held for our movie anniversaries, and this one is one of them. We're going to talk about High School Musical. Now, when I was planning out this week's game, I told my wife, guess what anniversary it is? She's like, I have no idea. I said High School Musical. She's like, ooh, I like this idea. So she's very excited about it. This was slightly past my time when it came to Disney Channel original movies, but I have seen it. So at least I get credit for that. So yeah, all these questions have to do with High School Musical, and we'll have a lot of fun with this one as well. So question number 1. Within 2, what year did High School Musical make its debut on the Disney Channel? Question number 2. What sport did Zac Efron's character Troy Bolton play in High School Musical? Question number 3. According to the story, where did Troy and Gabriella meet during winter break? Question number 4. Where did Gabriella move from before ending up at East High School? Question number 5. High School Musical was the second DVD to be certified platinum out of the Disney Channel Original Movie Collection. What was the first DVD to go platinum from the Disney Channel Original Movie Collection? And question number 6. What 2 Disney Channel shows had a successful musical episode in its series that led to executives having confidence in a full movie musical being successful and led to the creation of High School Musical? All right, I'm going to give you a few seconds worth of music, try to come up with those answers, and then I will return. All right, let's celebrate High School Musical. So question number 1. Within 2, what year did High School Musical make its debut on the Disney Channel? Well, it debuted on January 20th, 2006. So in order to get the point there, what it had to say between 2004 and 2008. So that's right about my senior year of high school. So that's kind of when, you're kind of transitioning away, or you think you're too cool for Disney things until you get, called back to it. So for me, I missed this one when it initially came out, but of course I knew about it. I had heard about it, and, because I have some younger cousins as well. So I had heard of it, but, I was just beyond that point. But don't worry, I've seen it since. Question number 2. What sport did Zac Efron's character Troy Bolton play in High School Musical? Well, he played basketball. Now, one of the ways that I remember exactly when this came out was just after high school, I started coaching basketball. And I remember a lot of different places would have different High School Musical songs going on, especially like the whole "We're All in This Together." Yeah, that was all part of that as well. I remember going to gyms and hearing that, or dance teams would have that going as their halftime performance, all that sort of stuff. Question number 3. According to the story, where did Troy and Gabriella meet during winter break? Well, they met at a ski lodge party, and that's where they sang their duet together of Start of Something New. Now, if you ask my wife, that is definitely the better version, and I have to agree with her, though Olivia Rodrigo did a great version of Start of Something New as well. But definitely a duet from this one. Much better. Much, much better. Question number 4. Where did Gabriella move from before ending up at East High School? She moved from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Because again, how much more random can you get than Albuquerque, New Mexico? I'm sure there are some other ones out there, but Albuquerque, New Mexico is pretty random in that, it somehow all makes sense. It does. Question number 5. High School Musical was the second DVD to be certified platinum out of the Disney Channel Original Movie Collection. What was the first DVD to go platinum from the Disney Channel Original Movie Collection? Well, that would be the Cheetah Girls. Again, kind of a musical-ish thing. It's, they're an all-girl pop group, so kind of a musical. But technically, Cheetah Girls were the first Disney Channel Original movie that was released on DVD that went platinum. High School Musical was second. Question number 6. What 2 Disney Channel shows had a successful music episode in the series that led to executives having confidence in a full movie musical being successful and led to the creation of High School Musical? Well, that would be Even Stevens and That's So Raven. David Brockwell and Sean McNamara were the producers of both of those episodes. They were also involved in the High School Musical, but they first had a musical episode on Even Stevens. Then they saw how much success that had, so they did one on That's So Raven. They saw the success, and that gave them confidence to be able to go out and make High School Musical, which has led to High School Musical 2 and High School Musical 3, and then High School Musical, the show, everything else, that whole thing on Disney Plus, where we get Olivia Rodrigo. So it's, again, an iconic movie, a Disney Channel original movie, classic, and a lot of fun no matter when you watch it. All right, wrapping up today's game, we are going to wrap up with round number 5, and round number 5 is titled Disney Settings. For this round, it's very straightforward. I'm going to give you the name of a setting. You simply have to tell me what movie was set there, or what movie was primarily set there or went there, all those sort of things. So pretty straightforward. These are all animated movies. So I'm going to give you that hint now. These are all animated movies. So let's get started with question number 1. Arendelle. Question number 2. Paradise Falls. Question number 3. Louisiana Bayous. Question number 4. Portoroso. Question number 5. New Mushroomton. And question number 6. Kumandra. All right, I'm going to give you a few seconds worth of music, and then I will return to wrap up today's game. All right, let's get you some answers here and wrap up today's game. So question number 1. Arendelle. Of course, we are talking about Frozen. This is probably the one where as soon as it came out of my mouth, you're like, Frozen, or Frozen 2. You know, I'd accept either one of those. Question number 2. Paradise Falls. Well, that one is Up. Obviously, that's where they're trying to get to. They eventually obviously do get their spoiler, but yeah, Paradise Falls is the answer there. Question number 3. Louisiana Bayous, well, that would be The Princess and the Frog. Obviously, after they turn into frogs, they end up in the bayou. They're trying to find Mama Odie's house, all that sort of stuff. So that one is the Louisiana Bayous, is The Princess and the Frog. Question number 4. Portoroso, well, that would be Lucca. That's the fictional Italian town that Lucca goes into. They have the triathlon with the swimming and the eating of the pasta and the biking and everything else like that. That is the name of that town. Question number 5. New Mushroomton, that is Onward. Obviously, where majority of the story happens is where they all live in mushrooms, that sort of stuff. So that's a good little name for that one. And then last but not least, question number 6. Kumandra, that one is in Raya and the Last Dragons. Now, we could have gone into the splitting the villages and everything else, but, you know, Kumandra is the name of just the whole area that they are living in and their whole entire world. So yeah, a lot of fun there. We could have gone with like what inspired some of these settings. Maybe we'll save that for another one as well. We'll put that one in our back pocket as well. But again, some cool settings there to think of as well. Well, I want to thank you for tuning in this week. I will return next Thursday with more questions and more fun. Make sure that if you aren't already, make sure you subscribe to us over on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up. Turn on that bell for notifications. If you're more of a listener, make sure that you are following us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you can get the podcast. Make sure you leave a comment on YouTube or a 5-star review. Let us know what your score is wherever you are. And make sure you're following us on social media at Mouse in the Mitten on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And again, hey, if you were thinking about going on a Disney vacation, whatever that may look like, I would love to get you all planned and get you all squared away and taken care of. You can email me at mouseinthemitten@gmail.com and we can get you all taken care of. Well, hey, my name's Court. The dog's name is Milo. I appreciate you tuning in and I will see you next time.